Hello there, my name is Janet. In this lesson, we tackle an essay from Adolf's House. Adolf's House is a play that shows that desperate times call for desperate measures. Write an essay to show the truth of this statement, drawing examples from the play. At one point in our lives, we have encountered difficult moments and it is prudent we act quickly to resolve the problem for our own benefit and that of our immediate family. It does not help when we stand aloof and choose to complain about it. The decision we'll make will go a long way in preventing much worse situation. Nora, Linde, and Krogstad in the adult's house use wisdom to resolve challenging problems in their lives, consequently saving their own reputation. Torvald has been sick because he has been overworking himself dreadfully. The doctor recommends that he urgently needs to go south for medication. The family cannot raise the money to cater for travel and medical expenses because Torvald is jobless. Again, he forbids women from borrowing without the consent of their husbands. The situation is made worse as Helma does not entertain borrowing. Nora hatches a plan to forge her father's signature, of which she uses to obtain a loan of £250 from Krogstad. The family spends 1 year in Italy and they come back when Elma is sound as Belle healthy wise. Nora has to pay back the loans in terms of quarterly interest and monthly installments as per their agreement with Krogstad. Helma has secured a job as a bag manager so the family can afford the necessities of life. In regard, Helma gives Nora cash for the family upkeep. The debt is weighing on her, hence, she keeps half of the cash and uses to repay the loan. She also does crochet, needle, embroidery, and copywork to supplement the family income. Finally, she's forced to buy simplest and cheapest things, and this makes Elma question her spending habits, calling her a spendthrift. When Linda visits Nora, she requests that Nora helps her secure a job. Nora approaches Helma over the same, and he obliges, but on condition he dismisses Krogstad and replaces her with Mrs. Linde. Nora finds herself between a rock and a hard surface. She therefore pleads with Helma to spare Krogstad. Krogstad threatens Nora that he won't have any choice but disclose our murky business. You can read on page 76. She's even forced to reveal the secret to Linde that she forged a signature to procure a loan. However, Helma is determined to dismiss him, forcing Nora come up with the strategies to divert her husband's attention from the letter, which includes pleading with him, dancing tarantella, demanding Helma coach her for the whole night, and this you'll find on page 81 and page 84. And by doing this, she manages to keep the secret of the loan deal for 8 years. Again, Elma is agitated by Nora's defense of Krogstad and sends Krogstad the dismissal letter. Krogstad refuses by disclosing that Nora committed a fraud. This irks Elma, who calls Nora a criminal, a liar, a hypocrite, and tells Nora he shall not allow her to bring up the children. Nora is psychologically disturbed prior to this revelation. Go read further on pages 76, 77, and 18. She even instructs Linde to help but goes ahead to withdraw this request, arguing that a wonderful thing must happen. Probably, Helma would defend her once Krogstad makes the threat real. It is against this backdrop that she gives back her marriage ring and walks away from a marriage of 8 years. She could not bear the betrayal from her husband. Mrs. Linde has an ailing mother and siblings to take care of, but she has no means of income. She is in a relationship with Krogstad who cannot support her financially. To save the situation, we are told, she dumps Krogstad and marries a wealthy husband. Unfortunately, he passes on, leaving her with no inheritance. Her mother dies and Mrs. Linde is now jobless. She attempts to run a shop but fails. And while at Nora's home, she is forced to reunite with Krogstad since she has been lonely. The two forgives one another. She also has job offered by Helma. She's a happy woman after this decision. Krogstad seriously needs cash to meet family expenses and this forces him to obtain a loan from bank through fraud. Helma plans to dismiss him over the same. To save his job, he pleads with Nora to help her out of the situation, but we are told the remorselessness nature of Elmer cannot allow this. He is so concerned with his reputation, which is online. He wishes to rectify it. When he is finally handed the dismissal letter, he hits back by writing to Helma disclosing the fraud or the law Nora broke. He finds himself with no job and lonely, opting to reunite with Linde. He also writes a letter withdrawing his bond with Nora. And in conclusion, when we find ourselves in difficult situations such as Nora and other characters found themselves in, we ought to do all we can to reverse the situation regardless of our reputation. Thank you so much for watching this essay. Kindly subscribe. Please share this video and also like this video.